Hello, and welcome to Let's Play Dead Space 3, Part 1, Take 3. I did a stupid thing that I shouldn't have done, that is, I tried to cut corners. I thought that, hey, OBS records audio at the same time as video, so it's not like I can't just do both at once instead of having Audacity and DM Cap open at the same time and having to do timing issues and everything because I'm very lazy, okay? No! Turns out you have to do that because that's the only way things work. Now, let me explain something to you real quick before I go back to my ranting. Witness the Truth Pack. When I bought the game, it came with Witness the Truth, which is basically a witness suit and evangelizer, as you can see on the screen. I will not be using the evangelizer weapon because that weapon I feel makes the game a little easier, and I don't want to do that. I'll probably build something similar to it later on in the game when I start getting the right frames and stuff. But I will use the suit because I like the way the suit looks. And for those of you that don't know, the suit is the suit, they're all purely cosmetic. They have no bearing on anything. Nothing done with the suit has anything to do with anything. Any upgrades you do to your rig, your kinesis, any of that does not carry, or excuse me, it isn't specific from suit to suit, like the security guard suit in Dead Space 2 gave you extra damage with the pulse rifle, and the level 7 suit in Dead Space 1 was better than the level 1 suit. No, in these suits you have maximum inventory, which is 25 slots, and you upgrade your armor and health, and you upgrade the armor overall. So you upgrade armor on the EVA suit to, let's say, 15% or whatever, I don't know what it starts at. It's going to be 15% on every suit. That being said, I can use the witness suit without looking like a cop-out. Okay, that's over. So there are no subtitles right now. I'll turn them on when I actually get to the playing part, and that's because I forgot to turn them on in the regular menu. But basically, if you can't hear the game audio, which I assume you can't because I won't shut up, that thing is a marker, and it turns dead people into those things. And mankind basically used up the world. This is probably the most realistic future setting, simply in terms of why we expanded into space. It's got nothing to do with, I don't think it's going to have anything to do with curiosity if we start doing it. It's going to have everything to do with we literally have to do that or we're going to die. Because we just do not have the resources anymore to sustain the population at some point. They will run out. And, that's the thing. We're building our ecosystem. We're building our societal ecosystems on non-renewable resources. You're going to see, and at some point we're going to enter something like Dead Space where we start looking to other planets to harvest resources from them. And, maybe we get a marker. And if we do, I can go ahead and tell you, if I'm the one that finds the marker, I'm lighting it on fire and I'm walking away. But I think you go crazy when you find the marker, so I may light myself on fire. I don't know. Hopefully markers don't exist and we don't worry about that. So this is actually probably one of the least liked games in the Dead Space series. I think all Dead Space games generally average like a 7.5 across the 1 to 10 scale from most critics, and this one I think is on the lower end of that scale simply because it's not scary at all. That's really just what you should expect once you get past like game 3. Like once you hit game 3 with the same characters and the same premise, nothing's really going to be scary about it anymore because you already know how everything works. You know how to kill the enemies. You know which enemies you can't kill and which ones you just need to avoid, like the plague. Yeah, sorry, I got a bottle of tea in here. None of that Louisiana stuff. This is a homemade sweet tea. But, and that's just because my throat bothers me when I speak for long periods of time. I don't do that normally. Anywho, this first part's really just going to be me talking to y'all and not really doing much because the first 20 or 30 minutes of this game is very little gameplay, mostly just cutscenes setting up the broad scope of it. And I think that's something Visceral has done really well with this game is, even in Dead Space 3, like if you're in it for the horror, you're not going to like it. If you're in it for the story, Dead Space is amazing in every installation because they focus on the lore far more than anyone. And yes, I can turn on your subtitles here. AV settings on, and I'm also going to go to game settings. And you see aiming, center. That means the reticle will always be in the center of the screen, like most third-person shooters. But in Dead Space, that's horrible because you were shooting off limbs, not just shooting people till they fall down. So you want it on Classic, where you have the depth perception. Little piece of knowledge for you. Anywho, here's this guy, you know, this idiotic little boy that has no idea what he's doing and sounds vaguely southern. For the record, not everybody from the South is as big an idiot as this guy is. Nor do we all look like man-children. Seriously, do you just stop aging in the future? Like, is that a thing? Do we solve that? And that suit is hideous. Alright, so where do I go? I go this way. Okay. We're running. This is generally a good indication of what most of the games can be like. This game is a lot of running. It always has been. And it has a lot more free roaming capabilities to it than it did before. But it's not what I would call a free roaming game at all. It's very linear. But it's linear in that survival aspect where you have access to a certain area and you only have access to a certain area for that portion of the game. And after that you don't go back to it, so you have to find like say you want to find all of the audio logs and visual logs for the game. You're gonna sit through everything for however long. That is not how you open a door in most cases, at least not where I'm from. Generally, if you do that, you're probably going to get shot back because you don't do that. You want to take these guys out at the limbs. One's down. There's another. Reload. Stomp his head in. Take his stuff. Break this guy's back. Take his stuff. You just want to take everyone's everything. You know, don't really concern yourself with the moral aspect of looting. Just loot. You will survive much longer. And also another thing, never go for the headshot. I went for the headshot that one time. Just generally don't do that because they do nothing. Now, where are you? Ah, there you are. And he's dead. Reload the gun again. Hey, look, a third one. I think he's number 5. Reload the gun again. I need a difficulty between normal and hard. You know, what's typically medium. But they got rid of that, so generally I have no issues going through the game. At least in this portion. Like later on I have a lot of problems because I'm just horrible at it. And I hate the ladders. They're so long and tedious. And this is how we store information in the future. Cylinders. You've heard of cloud computing. Cylinder computing. That's the future. So much faster. And forget touchscreens. You go to turn dials. You've never lived till you used a turn dial to go to Twitter or Instagram. Now we're Indiana Jones. The one thing I don't like about this is, or this portion, like the repelling portion, is you can't do down and to the side at the same time. It's to the side or down. Which I guess in a realism sense I get, but it just kind of sucks. And yeah, now we're running down a mountain, now we're falling down a mountain. And generally you just don't want to get crushed by that thing. Or much of anything really. If you can avoid getting crushed by stuff, I think you'll be fine. Did I avoid it? I think I did. Yep, I'm good. And a little tidbit. It's coming up right about now. As soon as you see that helmet coming off, you're done playing. It's a cutscene now. Really sucks. Yeah, it's a dead body. You gonna keep staring at its feet? You got a foot problem? Are you a Tarantino child? I think he's related to Tarantino.
General Mahad, sir.
There's General. Think he's got a little too much to drink tonight.
Where's Dr. Serrano? Earl Serrano, always the
There's just not a lot going on in the beginning of this game.
There's still time to stop it. There's still time. We lost control. And now for the love
It's
of
good
God
tea.
and the sovereign colonies, we've got to do what's right.
And before you ask, no, I did not spike it with anything.
You love the earth, son.
Why would I spike it with anything? You ruin tea with your alcohol, you horrible people.
Yeah, yes, sir, of course.
So we're already at about 12 minutes in, and if you manage to stick around this part, you deserve a trophy and some counseling because you have no life. Also, you just saw a dude get his head shot off. And I think he's deleting the evidence, saluting the flag, and right about now, yep. 6 o'clock news, 3 people dead, and then he turned the gun on himself. And we'll be right back with Jay Leno on sports and CNN. Data purged. And yeah. More cutscenes. And more cutscenes. And more cutscenes. And more cutscenes. And even more cutscenes. Still looking at a cutscene. You're now looking at the future of New York City. Looks very much like the present, doesn't it? You got the old man, the ex-girlfriend's picture, and the is it grotto or ghetto? Like, what's the place that isn't really the bad place, but isn't the good place either? And you see his drinking problem. And that rig thing that is fused to everybody's spine, but they never explain why or what it's for. Are health problems that bad in the future? Like everyone just has a rig installed in their back? And it's just because, yeah, the world is so bad. I guess the universe in this case, health problems are so bad now that we just need to know right off the bat how good your health is before we can even like let you eat in our restaurant, because if your rig's in the red, you're not eating here. You go to the red table. You don't go to the green table, you go to the red table. Segregation reinstated. Gets reinstated with the rigs. rig-induced racism. You know, come to think of it, I don't think I've ever seen a black guy in this game. No, wait a minute, the guy in the first one gets his arms torn off by the brute. Yeah, that guy was around. Just one. And in true horror game fashion, he died a horrific death. But he lasted a lot longer than you would expect him to. Do I get to play yet? Yes, give him a gun. Yes, look at yourself. Look at you when you were handsome. Oh my god, you were never handsome. You don't even know how to use that gun, do you? I don't expect you to. It's not something you were born with. Here's the audio log. That's playing. Here's a text log. I'm never gonna show you any of that crap. Walk back over here. Here's a small med pack. If it sounds like I'm repeating this for the 6th or 7th time, it's because I am, because I've tried to record this about 10 times. And my footage is either lost, unusable, or...
Who the hell are you guys?
No, it's generally it. It's lost or unusable.
Name's Norton. Captain Robert Norton.
Plasma cutter.
Last battalion.
Little
What do you
pistol.
mean? Last means last, genius, as in no more left.
Yeah, there are no single-shot pistols in this game. I just realized that.
No more left.
All the pistols are machine gun pistols, but all the rifles are single shots. Explain that one to me. Alright, well. Gonna quit ducking. Boom. Boom. He's dead. Boom. Boom. Dead. Boom. Dead. Boom. Boom. Dead. You dead yet? You wanna die? Boom. Oh. Well, that's that ammo. That's all I got. And the suicide bomber. By the way, Suicide Squad comes out later. Haven't seen the trailer yet, so if you want to post every single spoiler in the comments section, oh my god, you're gonna do it anyway. You don't care. This is a completely irrelevant video, and you're still gonna post all the spoilers because you can. And I expect that from you. Alright, well. Shoot you, you're dead. Take the ammo. Hey, how you doing, buddy? You're dead. You're dead. Just stay on the ground. Oh, 2 of you, huh? Don't y'all feel special? Shot you. Shot you. You're all dead. You can crouch in this game, which I thought was a great addition. Apparently some people didn't like it. We have small med packs. You got health. I didn't know you had ammo. Is there anything up here? Oh, that's just a... Oh! You! Alright, well, you're dead. We're gonna run up here, gonna take that, and that, and we're gonna run this way. A lot of running in this game, not a lot of shooting. At least in this section, anyway. It's probably why this section takes so long to get through. You can't just shoot your way out of everything. So, I think I'm forgetting something. Oh yeah, the format of the videos. So, obviously, not in this one, but in the future episodes, hopefully, I'll be trying to keep these under 15 minutes. Want to go no longer, want to go no shorter than 10, but I don't want to go any longer than 20. And if you read my updates on why, you would know that it's simply because I don't have the internet for it. And you just saw progress saving, and this is actually the stopping point for this episode. So there'll be links to all the different social medias and crap that you're supposed to follow everything on. And this will be in a playlist. You can check everything out on my channel. Hope you enjoy your stay. And signing off. Bye. See you next week. Seriously, I exit the video now. You should really do that at some point. Are you still here? Okay. Bye.